it's kind of, I think in modern day, it's probably being lost, maybe. With decline of organized religion and like who are the role models, like, who do you look up to? I think that's probably missing like a bit in society from what I can see.
100%. I think role models is so important, and it's, something I've been reflecting on because as I've gotten into this work, people often ask me the question on like, well, how do you solve this?
Yeah.
And you're like, well, I don't know, really in the problem exploration space.
Yeah.
But, for me, you just raised a point before around strong spine and open heart, you said.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that you could have a strong spine and not be a dick. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So how are we teaching and how are we showing our young men how to have an open heart and also how to have a strong spine and how to like the two together? And I think it doesn't come from, we don't need all our leaders in the world to resemble this. It comes from small things. It comes from how you turn up as a small business owner or leader. You're going to have people that look up to you. That's going to, particularly when you're young, what's happening in education, I think is really, really, really critical. And this is actually a very scary area of the world and in this space. Stats out of the US now show that 1 in 4 young boys, are being raised by a solo female parent, and that's possible now, which is amazing. And then you throw on that as a home setup without any fatherly involvement, and that's a different problem to talk about. But then through school education, it's going towards almost 100% female teachers through school. Right. So if you're a boy with a female, one solo female parent or dual parents, you don't have a male figure at home, and you go through school and you don't get access to a male teacher through your schooling, where's your own role model going to come from?
Yeah, and that's interesting because to follow that up, I was seeing research that was suggesting that males who were brought up by single mothers were actually doing worse than females brought up by single mothers. I think Scott Galloway was bringing this up. He was suggesting that. A male brought up by a single mother not doing as well as a female, and he was suggesting that the males did need they needed a role model. They needed someone who could just be a bit stronger at times. The females were kind of dealt with it better. But yeah, if you've got no one to look up to, you've got no one to model on, like, what do you do? You look online and suddenly you see Andrew Tate.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, it must be that guy, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's dangerous. And then bad shit happens. And things are messy. And yeah, it's really sad.
Yeah. So I'm just thinking about this the demeanor and this idea of a young boy hidden behind this computer screen, even in the university setting. Physical interaction. One stat that I seen was that there's something like 50-60% of boys or something by the time like 18 or 21 had never approached a girl like in person.
Yeah.
It was something ridiculous like that. These interpersonal skills, like, how do we solve that? Because that seems like something to start with, right? How do you communicate? How do you connect with another person? I can understand, like, during COVID where that opportunity was taken away and some of those developmental skills didn't happen. Do you think that is something that can be learned, even for like kids 18 to 24? Is that something that can kind of be built on now?
Yeah, well, my belief is absolutely yes, because it's so innate as part of human nature to have community and interactions. Like, we literally, if we interact with people, we literally get a good feeling.
Yeah.
And when you experience that, you want more of it. So it's so natural in our existence to have community and engagement with other humans that I think it's never too late to re-engage. So I think education plays a huge role. And let me give you an example. If if the way, and I'll use the example that I'm most familiar with through lecturing, if the mindset in the past to a classroom or holding a lecture would be, everyone calm down, you're here to learn, yeah? Because everyone's so, like that would be, that's what my school teachers and my university lecturers are like, everyone calm the farm.